We've been on the wrong side of those decisions a few times this year.
It was a wild, caution-filled Saturday night of short track action in the Old Dominion, and in typical Kevin Harvick fashion, the Bell Helicopter Chevy seemed to come from nowhere to win the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond International Raceway. The first win of his final season with Richard Childress Racing was the 20th of the California driver's Sprint Cup career.
The car had been really good on restarts for 4 or 5 laps, which is kind of what we lacked last night, but tonight the car would turn, it would do all the things I wanted to, and I could be really aggressive with it on the restart. So I think the restart, I had a better shot to win starting 7th than I did. I don't think I was gonna catch Montoya because he had a little bit better drive up off the corner at that point.
Clint Boyer, who began the race in 5th, led 113 laps of the race's 400 in the Michael Waltrip Racing Toyota Care Toyota, and was lucky to finish 2nd after the final crazy green-white checkered restart.
We just were too tight, on the throttle. The thing had a tremendous amount of drive in it, and we couldn't get, it seemed like I couldn't get the car to turn and rotate on the throttle, quite good enough. But man, just lucky enough to be on the bottom. And Joey and I both were lucky enough to be on the bottom when all hell broke loose when I restarted. I knew, Will Burton, he was bringing us to the line pretty slow, and I was like, oh, this is going to be even worse.
Penske Racing's Joey Logano started the Shell Pennzoil Ford in 7th and managed to hang around the top 10 all night to take the final step of the podium.
Took a 20th place car at one point and got it back up into the top 10, and I think we're 6th or 7th for the last caution. And like Clint said, we got lucky starting on the inside lane. There were 4 tires, and we just pretty much followed Kevin through, and that whole inside lane was going. So if we started on the outside, it could have been a whole different story, but just proud of what we got out of that.
Leading in the late stages, it looked like Juan Pablo Montoya might take his first oval track win, but in the final tally, he had to settle for 4th place. Jeff Burton stayed out on old tires during the last of 11 cautions to complete the top 5. Carl Edwards started 28th in the field to finish 6th. Capturing the pole with a new track record, Matt Kenseth led much of the race to end up 7th. And for the second week in a row, Eric Almirola managed 8th. Jimmy Johnson continues his foothold at the top of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series standings mountain with a 43-point advantage over Carl Edwards. In 3rd, 46 back sits Casey Kane, the same amount behind as 4th place Dale Earnhardt Jr. Holding on in 5th is Boyer with a 53-point deficit to the 5-time champion. From one of the smallest tracks the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series visits to the largest, Alabama's 2.66-mile Talladega Superspeedway, next Sunday, May 5th.